Hey guys, this is Chris, the tiny house guy, and I have an update for you. So I think my last update was probably last year when I started taking this thing out, and I have used it a little bit, learned some things, and I've done a bunch of improvements to just to make it more livable. First thing, I have my spiffy decals on here, which it's actually kind of hard to get this to stick to the. This is a liquid rubber roof. It's hard to get it to stick. I actually have to use liquid rubber to stick the stickers to the thing permanently. I got another one back here. Stickers, yeehaw. Let's see what else. So the first thing, well, actually these are new. So I just got a new set of tires because the last tires I had were really pretty terrible. So I put some BF Goodrich KO2s on. I think they look nice. The other thing that you'll notice is I have put a 1-inch lift in the back to try and level the truck out when it's driving. So right now, the back of the truck is a 1/2 inch taller than the front of the truck, which is exactly the way I want it. So if I ever add any extra weight, it'll sag it just a little bit, but I'd say the heights right now are pretty darn good. The other thing, this is new. I have decided, I had a gantry on there, and the problem with the gantry is, I don't know if you can see it, maybe you can see it a little bit. I kind of, the straps kind of mess up the coating because this coating is not very durable. It's rubber. It's very flexible and very waterproof, but it isn't very durable. That's the problem. So I decided to buy a set of jacks for it. These are really expensive. 4 of them were like $1,000, $1,200. Kind of sucks, but it just is what it is. However, the good news is it's very, very stable. So if you just kind of crank this down a little bit, so you can see I've got a couple of pins that stick down. Those pins correspond to the holes in the plate, and it keeps it from sliding off. So let me just see if I can do this one-handed, kind of. Let me do that. Move it with my thumb. So there's one pin. Right now I'm not on very level ground, so it's hard to see. There we go. So now you can crank this up. Of course, cranking it kind of sucks, and so I've created a socket, is an old socket from Harbor Freight Tools, which goes in a drill and fits over this and lines up with that notch, so I can turn this with a drill if I want. However, these are great. There's tons of room to get the truck underneath. I don't have to worry about scratching the paint when I pick up the truck. Basically, I just put a mark in the middle of the tailgate, and then on the back I put another mark. I just line the 2 marks up and just drive right in. It works really, really well. So that's jacks. The next thing I have done is this is, I don't know if you've seen this or not. This is for, let me get this off. Well, so this is a port for air conditioner, and one of the issues I had, so I know Kimbo Camper does this. They put in here they had so right, that slot right there, this used to have like a window mount air conditioner. Doesn't work with crap in the heat. Sorry, there's just not enough, must just not be enough airflow around it or whatever. Kimbo must just have a larger amount of airflow around it. Maybe the opening's bigger or whatever, but I had to rip it out because it just doesn't work. So what I did instead was I popped a hole back here, and you can see I got some foam in here, which seals up against that air conditioner unit, which is it's just one of these it's on wheels. I can actually push it around, seals up. This is the exhaust port, so it just seals up against the wall, and that's my air conditioner. If I need to take it out, I can take it out. It's pretty easy. So in the spring, I don't even carry it, but in the summer where it's gonna get hot, I do carry it. Or for like a NASCAR race or something, I'll carry it and carry a generator. Let's see, another thing I did. You just cut one of this. Is just a cheap Walmart floor mat, which I've cut to fit. One of the things I did here with my drain pan is I was getting a lot of water pooling up in the corners. So you can never park perfectly level. There's nothing you can do about it. But I was getting a lot of water pooling up in the corners. And I was also, this just wasn't draining very well, so I sort of made a bigger drain port and sealed it all in with some new rubber. The way that I sloped this down to the center was I used some, you can buy floor patch that from Home Depot. Comes in a bucket, you put it on with a putty knife. Took like a week and a half to dry because I put it on so thick, but it did a good job. Put a couple of big thick coats of the rubber roof coat on there, and it works great. So that's my drain. So another little thing that I've done is I have improved my straps. So this is the back straps which hold it down, and these go around under the tailgate. And then if you can kind of look in here, you can probably see they have a turnbuckle mounted to the frame. So actually these have stretched out quite a bit, so I got to tighten them up. But that actually works pretty good, and it's all one unit. So I can just basically unhook this and hook it up on top. And when I have to take the camper off, it's all sort of attached, and I don't lose the bits and pieces. In here, these are another set of turnbuckles which bolt it to the existing mounts. It's actually still pretty tight, so that's good. So that's a new little bit of tie-down work that I've done. Oh yeah, this is a good thing to show you. So here, this is where I gouged it in the gantry. That's kind of why I switched to those new jacks. But you can see this is a repair, and this stuff repairs very, very well. I mean, that was a gouge that you could see down to wood because I really screwed up. But I've filled it in with this rubber roof coating, and that's waterproof, and it's it's pretty rugged. So I'm actually happy with the rubber roof. I wish it was more durable, but it repairs really nice. So you literally all you have to do is keep a little baby food jar and a little paintbrush around, and you can touch up anything that you screw up. Like this is where the straps actually were hitting from the gantry, and I sort of touched all that up pretty nice. You use the spray gun, you can touch up whatever you need to. So that is the coating. Let's go inside and see some of the stuff inside. So now moving inside, that's where the air conditioner goes. Moving inside, so I have, let's see, first thing you'll notice is there's no air conditioner there anymore, so it gives me a ton of room in here, which it's actually kind of nice. I can sit back here, I can put my legs up here, and watch TV. It's a lot more comfortable than it was before. So that's, I guess, a bonus. The other thing that it lets me do, and this is kind of it's one of those, you're not gonna discover this until you use it. So I have my Blue Eddy power station, and you notice I moved the base to the bottom and the backup battery to the top. That's because there's a switch on the side of both of them, and you need to be able to get at them. So they put this, have this tray that this is literally a $7 TV tray from Walmart that I hacked up to do this job. And so in here, I can reach my hand in here and I can click the button to get the battery to start up. The other thing I've done is I've added some extension cords. Let's see, this one's for, where is it? So this one's for the base station, and this one's for the battery. For some reason, Blue Eddy doesn't do a very good job of managing the charge between the battery and the base station, I think. And so sometimes you just find yourself having to charge one or the other. And so I've got it set up now that I can turn them both on and off and get to the switches. And I've got charge cords so I can charge them up with AC power if I need to. So that's worked out fairly well. This thing just kind of goes in here and bang it down. There you go. Let's see what else. So that's that. Oh, this is kind of neat. So my bed, you notice this is now a lot thicker. This was only about 1.5 inches tall. I added the Frioli system underneath here. This sort of gives you, see if I can do this one-handed. Let's do this. Oop, no, that's not gonna work. Okay, so let's do this. So you can see these things are kind of flexible. So it gives you like an extra 1.5 inches or something like that of just cushion on your mattress, which really is very much welcome, I have to say. I still have a mattress topper on here, but the Frioli system in that works pretty well. I'm fairly happy with that. Let's see what else we got. Actually, I think that's really about it. Those are the wood stove. See that? So the wood stove, that plate, I put some double-sided tape to put that up there. I've taken the wood stove out because it's not very often that I'm going to be out in the cold where I actually need it. I've still got it. I can still put it back in. It's really easy. I've got the mounting holes right here. I can screw it in, and there's actually holes in the bottom too. Put it back in. It's not going to be a problem. Probably take me half an hour. But generally speaking, I don't really use it, so I shouldn't be using it. I mean, if I decide to take it out west and go camping out in the middle of the woods in the winter, yes, I'll need it. But for now, for generally around here, I probably will not. So I've taken it out. Saves me 30, 40 pounds of weight too, which is kind of nice. So anyway, that's sort of my improvements that I've made. And I'm going to do a final reveal of the camper. I haven't done that video yet because I wanted to finish all these things. I have one other little bit that I'm going to do. Right in here, I usually keep my water jugs in there. I have this new system. I forget what it's called. Rinse Pro or something. It's a cube that has 4 gallons of water in it, and there's an electric motor in it and everything else. And I'm actually gonna change that. I'll probably have to raise up the refrigerator just a little bit. It's gonna go under there, and there'll be a hose that'll come out here, just like a shower type hose that I can use for taking a shower, and I can use it for washing stuff in the sink. And it's 4 gallons, and you can fill it with hot water, you can take a hot shower, you can fill it with cold water and wash stuff. It's black, and so you can take it outside, leave it in the sun so it heats up with the solar radiation, heats it up, that sort of thing. So that's going to be in, I think, next week. So I'll probably wait to do my reveal video until I get that installed. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it exactly, but I was thinking maybe I could put it there. But I'd really like to have it down on the floor. I need to be able to get it out so I can fill it and do other things. So I'll work through that, I guess. Anyway, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bonus content. The last thing I forgot to show you. It's really not that exciting, but it's worth seeing. So I changed out my sawdust toilet for something that's a little more real. This is a Framo, Camco. Anyway, it's just a cassette toilet that's more like a regular toilet. Put little pellets in there, it doesn't stink, and so haven't used it yet, but it fits nicely in here. It's a little bigger than the bucket. It may end up going back to the bucket, who knows, but I decided, since this was only like about 130 bucks, I figured it was worth a shot. And I have a big NASCAR race I'm gonna go to in a couple of weeks. And I think that hopefully will come in handy.